Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard. I've made some adjustments to my camera so you may see things you don't usually see. And these are the colors I want to use, and I want to start by giving myself a base of white and taking all the colors that you see and putting them right into, and some, putting them into that white, and knowing that a lot of times the white doesn't even ever show up. And I'm gonna, whoa, okay. I see how that's gonna be. That's all over my hand now. I had to pick that one up in particular. Did you notice? I'm gonna wipe that off. Some things are not coming out as easily as others. I am planning on scooping a few things up. I will put back things that are missing if they don't seem to stay. I am taking a chance on the most obnoxious colors that I can put together, I think. I mean, they're rainbow, but I'm trying to configure them where I see that they would be nice, and then I'm going to scoop them up. Now that's a little white on top. I cleaned all these tips out, and I'm still not having a very easy time of it. I would like that to come out now, please. Okay. So if you add your squeeze bottles to anything like this with some force, you will agitate the paint. Ooh, that green looks great in there. I do not use enough of that green. I didn't put any gold in, and I'm not sure that I won't be adding it after. But I don't mind adding it now. I'm just going to leave that where I can find it. Actually, I've got a bottle that'll probably come out better than that. So I love this orangey yellow color. Just it zhuzhes everything up for me. And its companion orange is not coming out very well. And with the blue it'll be a very interesting combination. So I always use this Folk Art Neon Multi-Surface Acrylic near white, so that's the white I'm going to use it near. Can't ever get enough of that. And hopefully, I haven't gone impossibly far. You know what I'm missing? I'm missing Prussian blue. Might as well just go for it, right? And I see that a lot of that green has disappeared. So now I'm going to take my colors, and like the last painting where they were in my way every step of the way, and put them away from me and bring over a black pre-primed canvas. And now I am going to, as quickly as possible, add a layer of wet paint to that with my large OXO omelet turning spatula, available on the Amazon link below. Show more. Best paint spreading tool around. It's so much easier to see black paint on black canvas than white paint on white canvas. I have no idea why. I get snowblind so easily. So I'm just going to, quick like a bunny, knock on wood, cover this, because paint will make paint flow. And even though I like the black background, I would prefer to have a nicer shine. And my mix of paint is half Artist's Loft, and the other half is a latex interior paint from Walmart. And then I add pouring mediums. You can find the pouring recipe below the video. Now, none of that matters too awful much. And now I'm just going to do what I used to do and add lots of things, and I might tilt. That was always my intention, was to tilt. For tilting, I use an edge catcher, unlike that bamboo skewer that did not belong in there. Gosh, that does not even really want to make me tilt very much. So if I tilt to begin with, let me put that up here. If I tilt to begin with, then however far that paint spreads, the next paint will not not interfere with where those patterns have spread as much. I might actually want to torch that. Just hit and run. Where's my torch? So I don't use any silicone in my paint mix, but the GAC 800 and the Deco Art pouring medium and the Floetrol all help make cells. Nice little cells. So now, I don't know if I'm going to use hardly any of this paint, but I'm going to enjoy what I've got. I'm going to put a lot of it down there. Maybe grab some more of that orange and gold combination that I like right there. I've got some beautiful colors in my shovel that I just messed up. And I'm going to use my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula to get them out, because I refuse to waste paint if I can help it. So I'm going to go back to my edge catcher again. I'm going to rest that shovel. The singular 3 bottles that I had left, still in my way. All right, so all that's pretty cool so far, and I like it. And I'm going to let the edge catcher take some of that paint and then force it right back into the canvas again, because I like those color combinations. And I'm going to watch where the flow is going. And I could do this and then put chain in there, or spatula it with, swipe it with a spatula. But I just always want to experiment with just tilting and ribbon pours from a shovel, and I don't do it often enough. So this is that. It might be really fast. I think I want something down at this other side. Okay. And if I put it right there and tilt it down, I'll get it. Ooh, there's a lot of red in there. Kind of want that pink instead. But I'm afraid I'm going to lose it anyway, no matter what I do. That's kind of neat. I'm liking that a lot. So this is just wild, and it's exactly what I had in mind and what I needed. I needed a wild fix with lots of negative space, and I don't want to pour too much more paint off of there. I could blow this paint around too. I'm just going to lead that right to the edge, and then touch it on the edge to lead it over. Now I get to decide what else I like here, and I think what I like is the fact that I can take my spatula and my edge catcher paint like that and scrape it right up. Only I'm not going to take a chance on doing it right there with you right now. Whatever fishy critter that is. I lost my train of thought, sorry. It just looks like a leaping fish to me, so. Now, I said I was going to blow some stuff. So not to go back on my word. Excuse me, there was some paint on the end of that straw. Gross. Really gross. Let's try that again. Or not. I really want to put some gold in there from the mica, but I'm not sure how I feel about that yet. So I'll just use a little of this. Because as long as that black is wet in the background, I can probably produce some cells. I'm just confused as to how much I want to change this, and it's not much, I can tell you. Since the gold is going on the surface, it's not going to change much. I'm just going to give myself permission. And I still have 6 minutes left, which I love. And I get to decide to experiment. And what I'm going to do is take my gold and my purple and see what happens. Now I used to do a lot of tendrils, and I kind of miss them sometimes lately. I've been going through a lot of paintings, so it's sort of retrospective city lately. So that's kind of okay. That's not bothering me. It does make me just want to have some more gold. And maybe something as simple as a swipe with a Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula number 5. Because the black swiped with the gold, I felt there's something on the edge. I didn't clean it well enough. Alright, you've got to clean your spatulas. If you don't clean them, you'll be unhappy. So that's pretty cool. I'm wondering if I want something even more obnoxious up here than I've got. I know I've got plenty of that paint. I really want to keep my purple, and I really don't think I can, but I'd love to try. It will dry a lot more burgundy, but it's beautiful. And I think if I go a whole lot further, I might be sorry. I'm going to add some white in hopes that I might be able to keep that. Can you not have a loud conversation? The telemarketers are calling us. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I'm wondering if I feel like I have enough of a cohesive design. That green is kind of weird look right there for me. I do want to just take some more colors. And I may tip them off. I have some more colors left. Yes, I am destroying my negative space. I can see that. But I love this blue in here. I wish I knew exactly what that was. I used too many colors and now I don't know. But I'm almost done. She said that before, didn't she? Yes, she did. Now she's talking about herself in the third person. Okay. Going crazy, short trip. I think if I leave it fat, then when I tip it, I can keep spreading the paint out. Someday I'll learn how to keep all this extra stuff off of my... I'm just going to grab a skewer. Because if I have a thin enough layer, then I don't lose that paint. Because of the GAC 800 I use by Golden in all of my paint mixes, is meant to keep paint from cracking when it's heavy, and I like to leave my paint heavy sometimes. Maybe even right now. I'm gonna have to blow that a little bit. Maybe not. Okay. Let's grab the edge catcher again, because any paint that goes on the edge catcher I can always scrape off. And there is some going, and it's still leaving some cool patterns behind. And I can also tip that right up, cover that edge, and or throw it right back into the painting. So that's kind of cool, and I'm almost done. I could do all kinds of weird things like throw a chain in there and things, but I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do is tell you that if you shop my Amazon link, you help me out. And if you're looking to get some questions answered, other than the ones that you ask on YouTube community pages and comments section, then you should just go ahead and ask them in the Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group on Facebook, because we're there. Lots of us. And we don't mind your questions at all. So I'm getting a little brazen adding a few things here and there that I want to see more of. I like leading the eye back and forth. So as long as I can keep my bottle out, because that tends to be my issue. When I was in school, I used to put my wrist in. So those little spots of orange lead the eye around so nicely that I am super psyched that I did that. What else should I tell you? I am designing leggings and all over print t-shirts at Teespring, which is the clothing you see below the video. And when you shop there, you help me out. And there's all kinds of other stuff there, pillows and things too. If you want to shop for more elaborate numbers of and more cool things, look at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, totes and more, because I've been posting stuff there since 2013 and there's lots of it. I'm just loving popping that orange in there. That's just exactly what I wanted. I'm in love again. I'm so easy. Anyway, so I love you guys. There's over 82,000 of you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the wonderful comments you leave me every day. And you make my day, by the way. You know that. I think you do, anyway. And I love you for it, for sure, for sure. Keep my morale up. Times are weird at YouTube, but things are going a little bit better. I do sell my artwork. I do give classes at the house in Spring Hill, Florida. I do have 2 minutes left. I am going to torch. We got some beautiful little cells in spite of the fact that nothing else is going on here. I'm loving the colors I see. I'm loving the negative space. I pretty much just followed my heart's desire and got what I wanted, little by little. We even got some dendrites over here where the black paint is eating other things. So this is really abstract expressionist meets spontaneous accidental art, and I'm really happy you guys joined me. I don't think I have too much to touch up on my edges, but if I do, I will. I said I love you guys, but I never tire of hearing myself say it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. There is a monthly drawing, and if you want to join in and maybe win a painting, it's a $10 donation through PayPal, Patreon, or Zelle, and you can find the month's prizes on the video, exhibition video on the end screens in the last 20 seconds, where you can also find other things like a place to subscribe and a link to my website should you ever be curious. And it's a fairly useless place to go, but there's lots of cool stuff to look at. And someday I'll put e-commerce back on it when I can afford to, but right now that's not happening. But if you're interested in purchasing anything at all, the file number with the hashtag at the end of every title of every video, we'll make those available to you. My email address is under the video. Oh, and check your notifications, because they turned my husband's off today and I had to turn them back on to check things were looking normal. That's how I check. So I'm sure I've forgotten something, but it wasn't to tell you that I love you. So this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard. And wow, I'm super pleased with myself again. And feeling very fortunate that I found my zone. I'm just going to touch up the edge and say goodbye. And you're still here. All right. Well, I can't zoom in too far. I can only zoom out. I'll see you soon. Check the community board on my channel and by clicking my face to see what tomorrow's post is. And I know there's and-ums and I'm just not remembering what they are. I'm glad you guys joined me. I hope you join me again tomorrow. I post every day. As long as I can, I will. Take care now. Priscilla out.